Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night wondering why lust keeps drawing you away from God no matter how hard you try? What if the reason it continues winning isn't what you believe and you could be set free at last if you find out? This isn't just another video, so pay close attention. This is the much-needed wake-up call for your soul. What if I told you that you're not the only one going through this struggle? In the past, even God's chosen ones struggled with it. A man named David, after God's own heart, who was selected to guide a country, succumbed to temptation that almost killed him. Samson's desire undid his power, which rocked countries. Even Paul acknowledged that he struggled with the things he detested while composing letters to inspire future generations. These were not haphazard slips. These were deliberate assaults on men with exceptional destiny. This is the reality. Lust is more than human frailty. It's a spiritual conflict. We fight principalities, forces, and authorities of darkness rather than flesh and blood, as Ephesians teaches us. The commonplace is not feared by the enemy. You are one of the remarkable things that he fears. The attacks get sharper the higher your calling. The more solitary you travel, the more rich the ground becomes for covert conflicts. The more sensitive your spirit, the more searing the temptation. Weapon made to divert, deplete, and separate you from your fate. Why then should those who are chosen face greater difficulties than others? Spiritual sensitivity comes first. The cost of your heart. Deeply experiencing God's presence also makes you acutely aware of temptation. Every urge, every thought, and every hint of immorality is more potent. The adversary is aware of this and goes for it. Isolation comes in second. Walking by yourself is frequently a part of your calling. Fewer friends genuinely comprehend your life. You are held accountable by fewer people. Silent nights turn into times when passion sneaks in. Although loneliness is not a curse, if it is not managed, it can turn into a war. Third, high attack is attracted to high calling. The adversary is not afraid of your weakness. He worries about your fate. One of his oldest strategies to divert, deplete, and separate you from God's plan is lust. Every alluring idea is designed to undermine your influence. Emotional injuries come in fourth: betrayal, heartache, and rejection. The soul is cracked by unresolved pain. Fifth, even those selected for exceptional reasons struggle with temptation. Strong soul, weak flesh. Strong gifts cannot make up for human frailty. Your tools include fasting, prayer, spiritual discipline, and mental renewal. Although lust is a struggle, it may be conquered with persistent soul training. This is the viewpoint that transforms everything. It's possible that your hardship is an indication of God's favor. The attacks are more persistent the more God has anointed you. Temptation's strength frequently reflects the danger you're. The enemy faces destiny. This is the question you should ask yourself. How are you going to react to this conflict? Will you allow God to use lust to mold your destiny? Or will you allow lust to define your story? Now that you understand why lust is tempting you, let me explain how to overcome it. Identify the attack first. Lust is not arbitrary. If God calls you, each and every temptation may be a challenge, a diversion, or a way for the adversary to slow down your progress. You gain clarity and the ability to battle strategically when you recognize it as a targeted strike. Secondly, watch out for your eyes. What you want is shaped by what you see every day. Your determination can be strengthened or weakened by every picture, video, or screen you consume. You cannot resist temptation when your eyes are open. Keep what you're looking at safe. Your heart can be accessed by your eyes.
As Jesus stated in Matthew, if your eyes are healthy, your entire body will be full of light. The eye is the lamp of the body. Your life and the state of your heart are determined by the things you prioritize. Third, acknowledge your guilt. Many people conceal their struggles because they think they are alone.
Failing. The enemy is only strengthened by shame. Identify your challenge. Face it head on and allow it to draw you closer to God rather than further away. What was concealed becomes your first line of defense when you are aware of it. Fourth, use spiritual weapons in combat. Meditating on God's word, fasting, and praying are not cliches. They possess power. You train your soul each time you choose God over your flesh and each time you pray in the face of temptation.
God uses your weakness as a conduit for His might. Fifth, mend the injuries caused by the desire. Lust frequently poses as solace for emotional suffering, heartache, loneliness, and rejection. Don't merely resist the obvious temptation. Delve further. Seek the healing of God. Encourage Him to take responsibility for your actions and let Him fix the damage. Sixth, accept grace rather than guilt. Being free doesn't mean never failing. It's about getting back up after every setback. Every moment of weakness is surpassed by God's grace. Return to Him right away if you stumble. Your mistakes don't mean the end. They serve as the backdrop for your testimony. This is the reality. Your struggle may be preparing you for greatness. Every conflict imparts self-control, humility, and dependence on God. Every little triumph boosts your confidence and puts you in a position to make a difference. Here's what you should do at this moment. Watch out for your eyes. Face temptation head on. Use God's strength to battle and let Him mend your heart. Your difficulties do not indicate that you have failed. It's an indication of favor and intent. Share this message with someone who was on a similar path if it resonated with you. Use these procedures. Be responsible and never forget that you are called. You've been selected and you can escape with God.